Our investigators continue hearing from patients who say they received vague bills from a Central Texas hospital, but never an itemized invoice to understand what they owed. When they didn't pay, they got sued for medical debt. We told you how the House bill is moving through the Texas legislature this session to address this transparency issue. Now Investigator Arezow Doost shows us a Senate companion also pushing forward, and its author is hearing from patients too.
I have this appeal notification.
Michelle Ledesma sorts through a stack of documents.
The lawsuit.
It's everything she's collected over 5 years after being sued by a Williamson County hospital for not paying her medical bill.
It's just so vague.
Ledesma says she had to be hospitalized for a severe bacterial infection in 2018. She had insurance, but says she was billed more than $2,000 out of pocket. She says she asked the hospital for an itemized invoice, but never got it.
I'm willing to pay, but you need to be upfront as to what I'm being charged for.
In 2020, and 2 years after her treatment, she was served with a lawsuit. Initially, Ledesma's case resulted in a judgment in her favor. It had few details, but did say the hospital should take nothing by its suit. But now records show lawyers representing the hospital are appealing.
You thought it was over? They filed an appeal for something I have no idea what for, and I don't know what to expect.
Stories like Ledesma's have grabbed the attention of lawmakers, and they're filing legislation pushing for more transparent medical billing.
Chair lays out Senate Bill 490.
Republican Senator Brian Hughes recently laid out Senate Bill 490 to members of the Health and Human Services Committee. It's the second session he's filed legislation to require a medical provider send an itemized bill to a patient in terms they can understand before trying to collect any money. The legislation says a provider may not pursue debt collection against a patient unless the provider has complied.
Medical bills are confusing enough, and rather than getting a bill that just says balance due, this bill says you get an itemized bill. It's pretty straightforward, not a radical concept.
Last session, the bill passed the Senate but didn't advance to become law.
How could a bill like this help you?
It will make a difference because it'll be more transparent.
Ledesma says she's now retired and worries about having to dip into her savings as the case continues to play out in court. She says she's reached out to lawmakers, hoping her story can help prevent this problem for other patients in the future.
To have this hanging over me has created so much stress.
Arezow Doost for State of Texas.
The legislation passed the state Senate unanimously on Thursday. It requires hospitals to send patients an itemized invoice before payment to better understand what they owe. Plus, a companion bill in the House also just cleared its committee and is soon moving to the full House for consideration. See why that bill faced some pushback over possible hospital costs and workload, and how its author addressed concerns in this story in the Texas Politics section of our website. Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle. We'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics.